afternoon, everyone. My name is Mia.
My name is Vanessa.
My name is Amy.
My name is Savannah.
So can I have a quick show of hands of anyone who has ever lost anything? Okay, well, today we bring a solution to you. We would like to present our product, the Tracker Bond.
So the Tracker Bond is a small adhesive tracking device that uses a small GPS chip to track your valuable items. Our Tracker Bond is small and can adhere to any surface, and also it has a replaceable battery so that you can replace the battery in it so that it lasts all year round. And so the adhesive surface sticks to any items as small as a watch, to a bicycle, and to a vehicle as well.
Okay, so once you purchase your Tracker Bond, the next step is to activate it. You can do this by simply downloading our app or visiting our website to create your own account. There is a unique serial number inside every Tracker Bond that will associate your account with this specific tracking piece that you will adhere to your surfaces.
Our competitors consist of bulky keychain-like objects that use Bluetooth to connect to your lost items. The colorful items you see on the screen here are called Bluetooth tracers. The Bluetooth tracers target market are people on Amazon and eBay looking for an inexpensive way to keep track of their keys. In turn, for its inexpensive price, the item is very bulky and only works for your keys and locating your phone. Which brings me to the fact that this feature only works if you're in range. If you're out of range for longer than 8 minutes, the device turns itself off, proving to be very useless if it's lost or stolen.
Our second competitor is the Towel app. This is also a bulky-like keychain that's unable to adhere to small items. This product also relies on Bluetooth usage, so when another Towel app user is within range of your lost item, it'll notify you of the whereabouts of where this interaction happened. So this product also only has a 1-year battery because it's completely irreplaceable, so you'd actually have to repurchase it once the battery dies. It also only works with iOS, so if you are an Android user, you would not be able to use this product.
So our product differs from our competitors in many ways. Instead of being a bulky keychain, the Tracker Bond is small and adhesive. Also, instead of using GPS and relying on the usage of other app users, the Tracker Bond uses a full-scale GPS system to locate the exact location of your lost item. And also, the Tracker Bond contains a case for a replaceable battery so that you can just replace the battery instead of replacing the whole product itself. And also, we would like the Tracker Bond to be available to Android users as well as iOS users.
Okay, so we've developed a representation of our prototype. Our goal is to keep everything small and discreet to avoid potential thieves from noticing the tracker on your surface. At the top, there's a case for the replaceable batteries, and at the bottom is our waterproof and adhesive body.
Our target market consists of people who wish to secure their valuable items. We'll mainly be focusing on taking 10% of Tile's app, 10 million users. Which is fortunate for us because the app gets very many negative reviews, such as the item is very breakable, or it takes too long to connect, and the ringing, it takes too long, or it won't ring at all. And it's only rated 3.5 stars on Amazon as well. Taking 10% of Tile's app 10 million users will give us a potential of 1 million buyers. But our market will not just be limited to Tile's app users. We plan to also secure items such as bicycles and smaller items that the Tracker Bond can adhere to as well.
So more specifically, here is a graph of bike thefts in a few Canadian cities. So we plan to appeal to those who have made the healthy and eco-friendly choice to cycle as a method of transportation. So as you can see, in the city of Toronto, there was 3,522 bike thefts. So we're planning to lower this number with our product, the Tracker Bond.
So although our product is very small, we encourage buyers to place our Tracker Bond inside larger items, such as vehicles. The Tracker Bond's small, discreet design can be hidden anywhere inside of a car, therefore stopping car theft. Also, as you can see, there has been 9,500 car thefts reported to ICBC in the year 2015. With the tracker bond placed inside of your vehicles, you'll be able to locate the exact location of your car and notify authorities as soon as it has been stolen.
Okay, so let's break down the costs. So the total estimated cost to produce the tracker bond will be $53. The GPS itself is $33. The waterproof adhesive body will cost $5 with an additional $3 for packaging, and manufacturing and shipping will be $10. The website and app that we will develop will cost $10,000, and upkeep to maintain the site will be $500 annually.
So in order to make profit, we have decided to price our product at $90 each, and this is no additional charges for the website or the application. A pack of 3 will cost $216, making each individual cost $72, and that would save you $54. So successful marketing to Towel app users, as well as online advertising to places such as Google, YouTube, and Facebook, we're planning to sell 1 million units, and that would bring in $12 million in revenue within the first year.
We would also like to thank everyone for listening to our presentation and give a very special thanks to our mentor, Louisa Stanlake, for helping us get this far.
Hey, questions?
Thanks, it's a wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Wanted to get a little more clarity on the feasibility of the GPS unit and that size of a footprint. Have you evaluated that?
Yeah, so we have looked into different GPS distributors. So in things like actually, people put GPSs on their dogs and they're actually quite small because they're going in an animal. So we've looked into that option. Also things into like watches and things like that. There's like almost the size of like a watch battery.
Hey guys, great presentation.
Thank you.
Just a question. You talked about some of your costs, but can you touch on your support costs, like customer support? Did you factor those into your annual costs?
What exactly do you mean by customer support?
Well, customers calling in if they have questions, etc., things like that, or they have trouble, etc., with their unit?
Yeah, that would be included in our monthly upkeep, because we'll be hiring a company to do our website upkeep, so they would cover things like that. And then as the tracker bond expands, we plan on going private with the website upkeep and maintaining that kind of the website, just the technological aspect of it. Yeah, so at first we're gonna hire a company to do that, and then as we grow, we're gonna take that into our own hands
So
and make it a private matter.
The first year is gonna be a little bit smaller, and as we expand, eventually we're gonna, hire bigger staff.
Hey guys, well done. Question for you, did you guys look into the nature of the power consumption for GPS? I mean, one of the reasons that all the competitors went with Bluetooth is lower power consumption. And I would imagine if people were going to stick this on their cars or on their keys, they're not going to want to be swapping out that battery quite regularly. Did you think about that, what kind of battery life this thing would take?
Well, when we did the research regarding the battery, it would actually most likely just take a regular watch battery, which costs $2. So some of them online cost $2, and some of them in store only cost about $3 to $5. So I mean, it's not costly to be replacing the battery, but when you think of things like those watch batteries, and the battery in the Tile app does last a year, so.
And it's a small inconvenience for a bigger cause, if you're swapping out the batteries, but you're keeping track of all of your lost items. So.
Instead of needing to buy a whole new product like the Tile app, where you'd have to constantly be paying approximately $40 to repurchase a new product every year.
So thanks for the presentation. Now, on the pricing, how did you, so you just mentioned it, the replacing cost of the Tile, the other products, how did you come up with the pricing vis-a-vis your competitive products?
Mainly, I'll go first, okay. Mainly, we came up with the pricing just based off the markup that we wanted to get. We originally had it priced less expensive, but we were advised that we should have a larger markup on our product. So mainly our pricing was just to think of the percentages and how much revenue we want to be making. So we were originally generous with the price, but we decided.
They wanted us to mark it up by 50%, and we didn't do that even. So.
Yeah, we're still being a little bit generous.
Excellent. Thank you. Quick question, and perhaps I had missed this, but what unique ways or have you considered to target the tile customer?
Our online advertisement through like Facebook, Google, and yeah, and YouTube. We're hoping to start with that and expand advertisement.
Yeah, definitely. We're mainly going to be focusing on online advertisement, as does the Tile app. So.
Okay, and have you factored that into your costing?
Yes, absolutely. Online advertisement's very cheap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you have so 2 questions. Did you have a technical feasibility on your chip? And do you have an ask? Did I miss your ask in your presentation?
Our ask for startup was $10,000. Yeah, so that's taking into the website upkeep and online advertisement and things like that.
And that does include the price of the chip, if that's specifically what you're asking about the price of the chip. We did a lot of research on specific GPS chips itself, and like she said about the dog tracking chip, it's a very small chip, and it was fairly inexpensive too. So at the lowest cost, GPS, little tiny GPS chips, lowest cost was $30 was the lowest we could find.
Me? Okay. I didn't hear, it was a good presentation, well presented, but I didn't hear anything about, I'm hearing a lot about product validation or maybe more product research, but I'm not hearing much about customer validation in terms of if you talked to anybody about what they'd be looking for or what they would want. So did you talk to people, and how many?
Well, we asked a show of hands of who have lost an item before, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the room raise their hands. So it's something that we can all relate to, and losing valuables is something that happens every day to everyday people. So our marketing base would be probably everyone.
Yeah, and the other thing too is we're looking at Tile App's users, right? There's quite a big market of people who are losing items, and even grasping 10% of their market would be 1 million people. So we're also focusing on that. But that is why we asked the question at the beginning. It's because everybody I know has initially lost something in their lifetime. Yeah.
Sorry if I missed this. Great presentation, by the way. I think I would probably represent your target market. I tend to lose my keys about 3 to 5 times a week. How often do you foresee having to replace the battery for most users?
Like he mentioned about the watch battery, it would be similar, right?
Yeah. I would say hoping that it would be a year, because we are using about the same power of a battery that the Tile app would be using, about the same size. It's like a watch battery. And so, we looked at the reviews for the Tile app, and a lot of people did say that the battery lasts a year, and then they have to replace the whole product. So we're assuming that the battery life does last a year. And like I said, if not, the battery is very inexpensive to exchange rather than exchanging your whole product.
Yeah.
I think I heard you say it's going to cost $10,000 to get this business going. So that seems like a really low barrier to entry. And so let's just assume that you're starting to get some traction. I would think a lot of competitors could jump in. And how are you going to stay ahead of those competitors?
I mean, first of all, we are the first ones out here with this product. So we will already have that advantage of knowing that we are the first ones, and that anyone else coming out is still going to be, just copying our idea. So hopefully, once our product does expand, it'll be very prominent in the market, and then as people come after, they'll be later after, and so.
And another thing too is because we plan to do advertisement on YouTube, and the thing with YouTube is there would be a lot of platforms that would maybe be representing our product. So if we were to get there first, that would be quite a lot of views on our product.
And another future plan for us is that we do plan on making the tracker bond even smaller, so that we would be able to secure items such as wedding rings.
Yep. Thank you. That's all the time we have for questions. Thanks very much. Thank you.